So I thought I'd make a video about CMDess to kind of describe what I do with music creation. So basically, I can compose a song, I can produce a song, I can do sound design, I can do drum loops, I can work with drum loops, and I can also engineer the material so that it's pretty format friendly. And I did several hundred works for production music, which means those works were used in television and in film and other media. And so what I do is I basically play it in with the piano, and I play it into a system called Logic Audio. And then from there, I split up everything so that one element is drums, one element is other stuff, one element is like bass, maybe there's a vocal, maybe there's some sound design. All that's done with me in Logic Audio, kind of drawing in lines and performing in performances and also using these instruments as well. And so then if there's any affecting or any additional stuff that's needed, I also do that. And so I have these monitors here to kind of reference what's going on with my mix so that I can translate it from system to system pretty well. And so that's kind of what I do. And I spent 12 years in San Francisco, California, fine-tuning my chops so that I could make more commercial sounding music, but I also make independent music just for fun. And so that's kind of what CMDess is all about. And I just wanted to give a quick overview of what does it mean when you say I make music. So also I do classical music and I do trailer music, which is the music you see behind film trailers. And I do underscore music, which is the music you see behind a television. I do songs, which is the music you might hear in radio or in the background of like a restaurant or on TV as well. And those are just some of the formats that I do, but I also like to create new concepts and new original style works. So those are just some examples of what goes on with CMDess. That's my microphone. This is the keyboard. That's the sound card. These are the stereo monitors, and I have another set of monitors behind that. And I perform some stuff in with that. And it's all kind of a one-stop shop kind of deal. That's what CMDess is. Plus, I have a YouTube channel, you may have noticed. And I produce some videos for that, which is also to help promote my music mainly. And so I kind of got this little storm of CMDess going. I have my hand in a lot of things, and I'm always trying to learn a lot of things. And because I do sound design and I perform in my works, what that means is like I can get down to the source material and manipulate source material within musical recordings. And so when I do that, it gives me a kind of a master control over everything that's going on in my productions, where you may not always be doing all those things. I like to have a control over those things as much as possible. And also I'll program my own instruments where necessary or create unique sounds to use within my compositions. So when you hear my composition, everything that's going on in that composition is all me. And I have about 800 musical works, and they're all kind of scattered around different genres of music. So that's just an example of like how much is involved with music creation in this day and age, and what I in particular do myself. I do not use AI at the moment to create anything, although there's a lot of stuff like that that's emerging. And I perform in most of my music with the keyboard because it's just quicker. So if you hear drums, or if you hear even sound design or synthesizers or strings or orchestra, that's coming mainly from this piano, me playing it in, then I do another track, and then I do another track, and then you combine all those tracks together, and you may end up with like maybe 60 tracks or more once everything is said and done, and maybe like a 3-minute piece. So that's just to give a basic overview of what's involved with CMDess. And of course, we got some additional monitoring headphones here so we can get a good mix as best as possible. That's about it. CMDess, that's what I'm about.